Hi, my name is Julene Allen. I am CEO of Women of Color in the Workplace, and I'm also a woman of color facing a disability. And to highlight Disability Awareness Month, here is what you should know. After undergoing some traumatic events in my childhood and early adulthood, I developed a social phobia. What does that look like? I would often tremble in social situations, or it was a challenge for me to formulate words so that I can connect with people socially. The words would be in my head, but they would come out jumbled. On top of that, I stuttered when I spoke. Interacting with people frightened me. Sometimes people can be unkind and unpredictable. And at some point, my mind developed a way to protect me by shutting down. I would often joke with peers about probably being the most reclusive person they would ever know. Even though I can laugh about this today, this had a reverberating effect on my ability to work or how well I advocated for myself professionally, since it impacted job interviews and meetings. The good news is that in spite of the challenges I faced, I have embraced my disability, hoping one day I would overcome my social phobia. I am like millions of other people who are impacted professionally while facing some sort of disability, whether it's temporary or permanent. People living with disabilities are confronted by the damn if you do or damn if you don't syndrome. Shedding light on one's disability gives more insight on who they are, and if they are in leadership, it can strengthen and embolden others to do the same. However, in some cases, when a disabled person informs their colleagues and peers about their disability, they are treated as if they are incompetent, even if the disability has nothing to do with their intelligence level. Yet, if one shies away from informing others about their disability, colleagues and peers may wonder why they struggle in areas that others do not. People living with disabilities are impacted by microaggressions in the workplace every day. The lack of knowledge and understanding about disabilities may lead to colleagues feeling as though their fellow coworkers should opt out of the workplace altogether. Why does this matter? Women with disability are almost half likely than men with disabilities to have jobs and work full time. According to the National Women's Law Center, they make 83% of what men with disabilities make. Globally, they have less access to vocational training and rehabilitation programs compared to their male counterparts. A paper from the United Nations International Labor Office notes that the double discrimination faced by women with disabilities is often ignored or goes unnoticed because persons with disabilities are sometimes treated as though they are genderless human beings. Women of color facing disabilities are compounded by barriers due to their intersectional identity attributed to their race, ability, and gender. This means that more education and unconscious bias training is needed to combat the microaggressions and discrimination they face every day. Thank you for listening.